As a child, I grew up with a mother who was an alcoholic. She was an alcoholic. My grandfather was an alcoholic who committed suicide. So I grew up in a very chaotic, unstable home.
I've been an addict since I was, 12 years old. My dad died from it, and I was just so sick of living because I always failed myself. So I injected myself with this dirty needle, to kill myself because I could never do it myself.
My biological mom is, was my closest using friend.
I would wake up every day like I'm not gonna drink today. I'm pregnant. I have my son to think about, and by the end of the night, I'm drunk and saying that I should just miscarry because I don't want to be a mom.
I didn't consider myself an alcoholic, even though everybody in my family is an alcoholic. I just, like Courtney, thought that was what we did.
I'm sure everybody knows, but I've had a horrible weekend. My brother-in-law died. He OD'd on heroin. I found him in a porta potty. Been in our family for almost 10 years. My nephew no longer has his father. And I want to be there for my sister so badly, and I can't. But I guess I'm trying to come to terms with the best thing I could do for her right now is get clean so that doesn't happen to me. My husband got sentenced to 2 years in prison. And I really just want to give up right now. I really just want to lay in my bed and not get up anymore. I keep forcing myself to go to meetings and forcing myself to get up and go to class. Because I've already, in Thursday will be 60 days, so I've already in a little less than 2 months, I've worked so hard for this that I don't want to ruin it, but I still feel like I want to just give up.
I've been here 5 months now, and it really took me about 90 days just to start realizing what's healthy and what's not healthy and learning how to love myself.
When you quit, you have to change everything.
Everything.
And 90 days is not long enough to change everything. Just the whole way that your brain works and the way that you think and the way that you react to things, all of that has to change.
It comes with behaviors, mindset. It's a whole lifestyle that comes with addiction that I wouldn't have realized had I not been here. I had no idea what healthy was versus unhealthy.
I've been through a lot of 30-day treatments, and I've also been through another long-term facility that it didn't work. But this place has given me a safe environment to allow me to get a job, to go out into the community, to face my triggers, to come back to a safe environment and live, process through those triggers, get up and do it again the next day.
People don't talk about their problems out there. They don't talk about, what they feel on the inside or what they've been through, So coming here and being able to actually connect with someone on such a deep level, I've never done that, to be honest.
So what are your thoughts?
I know I need to reel it back in and
and why is it important?
I don't know, because if I get back in a relationship with him, I'm bound to relapse. If I play the tape through, that's what's going to happen.
Why don't you play it through for me?
I get back together with Chris. I'll probably end up leaving here and getting tired of being here, so I'll go back home to him. Things will be fine for a couple months, maybe even longer, but eventually it'll start off small. He'll lie about money or being at work when he's not really at work, or feeling crazy again. So that codependency will definitely, he'll probably still be taking care of me, eventually relapsing, and because that's the only way I know how to cope when I'm with him. And eventually it getting physical.
maybe the police being called this time, maybe Junior being DHS being involved. And then me feeling like my world is falling apart again.
This place has given me strength and courage and a backbone. For the first time in my life, I feel like a woman. I can look myself in the eyes. And I'm telling you, if I could do it, if I've been sober for 10 months, anybody could do it.
This place has given me a new perspective on my life. It's given me new meaning, and it's brought my kids home, which was something that I didn't think was going to happen. So having the opportunity to be a mother and learn to parent absolutely clean, which I've never done, is truly, the greatest gift that the House of Mercy has given me.
It gives me a group of people that love me unconditionally, no matter what my day is like, no matter how my kids are acting. And it teaches me how to love myself.
I didn't wake up one morning and decide to be an addict. It wasn't a dream of mine when asked as a little girl what I wanted to be when I grow up. A teacher, movie star, astronaut maybe, but not this. It started out as experimentation. Take a broken-hearted girl, a desperate need to fit in, and a little bit of peer pressure, and you have a recipe for euphoria and escape that only drugs and alcohol could imitate. With a predisposition to addiction, it was pretty easy for me to start using every day when I never learned another way. I can't exactly tell you when it turned from a want to a need, but that's the cunning and baffleness of this disease, self-deceit. You want to know the difference between an addict and the person who's drowning? The one who is drowning knows it. A disease of the mind, the same thing that was killing me was what made me feel alive. Sucked into an oblivion of chaos and destruction, the person in the mirror no longer looked familiar, and the more I tried to gain control, the more I lost it. How could I possibly save myself when I didn't even know how to swim? That's when I seen my lifeboat, HOM. When the pain of staying the same outweighed the pain of change, that's when I knew House of Mercy could help me find my way. We're only asking you to change one thing, and that's everything. And as impossible as that seems, I was given the answer within the question, how? H-O-W. Honest, open, and willing. I found the capacity of healing that being honest contains, and when I accepted the powerlessness of my disease, it actually empowered me. I was no longer a victim when I accepted responsibility. My life had become unmanageable, so I had to become open to living a new way. And when all the walls came tumbling down was when my fears, insecurities, and vulnerabilities came tumbling out. I had searched the depths of my soul, and I had found that little girl that I used to be, and I cried for her. No longer afraid of what she might tell me of how I made her suffer even more. I was able to heal, restore, and be made whole in a place that I knew I was safe. I was able to truly and completely love me. House of Mercy gave me all the tools I need to live a life of recovery. Just when the caterpillar thought I was going to die, it became a beautiful butterfly. I didn't deserve this second chance at life, so above all these, I had to become willing. Willing to fight, willing to thrive, willing to take it just one day at a time, because this is not a race for the cure, this is a marathon. So how far are you willing to go if your life depended on it?